Hello everyone, and welcome to Talking Bull's coverage of E3 2017. So far, it is now Monday, and we have sat through 4 conferences, watched some trailers, watched a bunch of people try to grasp the English language, and watched some uncomfortable silence while they grasp that. So, starting off with EA, they went on Saturday afternoon. Why they went Saturday afternoon, I have no clue. They just wanted to jump the gun.
Yes. Someone has to go first. They pull short straw, right?
Well, usually they go Sunday. They were just like, screw it, we're going to go Saturday and jump ahead of everyone. So I watched their conference. They started off with a lot of sports. And,
EA is big
oh, God, like, it just... I wish they would have broken it up in between segments of like, okay, here's sports, here's a game. Here's sports, here's another game. Anything like that. But they started off with Madden 18, which has a campaign mode called Long Shot.
So they're following like the NBA one. No.
Yeah, NBA. Yeah, they're following like 2K. So now they have 2K. One. FIFA's got one with what was that, Alex? We saw the return of Alex for 18. So they started off, they announced all that. Weirdly enough, they didn't show hockey. They debuted the trailer for hockey a few days ago, before E3 even started, and they didn't bother showing it during the press conference, which I thought was weird.
They don't care about
so we got
it's the last game to get any type of new...
Yeah, they don't care.
New gameplay, new style.
It doesn't even have, it doesn't have a story mode thing.
No.
I wish it
will,
did.
Like, if Madden's getting
2020
and NBA gets it, hockey will get it in, like, 2023.
Yeah, probably. All right, so we started with that, and then they moved on to Battlefield 1. If you've played Battlefield 1, this will appeal to you. If you haven't, then just skip ahead 30 seconds. They announced a new DLC in the name of the Telzar. It is the biggest front in World War I, so they're adding that to the multiplayer. 8 new maps, some weapons, vehicles, all new stuff, as well as a Women's Battalion of Death. It'll be the first female character playable in Battlefield 1. A lot of people are asking for female playable characters in this game. So they listened, and they were like, here you go. So more DLC for Battlefront 1 if you are into that. Then they talked about FIFA and, soccer. I'm going to move right past that because I don't play FIFA. Then they announced Need for Speed Payback. We talked about this on the podcast last week. We got to see some more gameplay footage and another trailer, and boy, does it look like the Fast and the Furious.
It does.
Like,
so much.
And not even a bad way, just awesome.
It looks good. It looks really good, but
I don't know how much racing there's going to be in it.
The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Just like there's no more racing in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just heist and high octane thing with cars.
Yeah,
this
basically.
game's very much the same way.
Yeah, it looked great. There's a scene where they have to steal this new, fast, high-tech car. They're taking a Mustang down the road, and the one girl jumps out of the car onto the convoy and steals the car. It was fantastic. Then they announced from the creators of A Brothers of Tale of Two Sons, a game which I did not play because it did not look appealing to me.
This one looks really good.
But this game looks amazing. Yeah, it's called A Way Out, and it's Prison Break the game, but it looks better.
Yeah, it's
it's a co-op adventure game which you can play. Co-op. Yeah, but couch co-op.
Yeah,
which they were so adamant to point out that you don't have to play online. You can take your buddy and you can both play, and while you're playing, 2 different things are happening. Mm-hmm. So like you could be off doing something with a guard to distract him, and your buddy can go through the door and do something else. I watched the gameplay later on,
but it's all cohesive in the end.
Yeah, whatever you're doing balances out. Yeah, I watched later on after the announcement trailer for this game. By the way, that game should probably give some release dates on these.
We'll start here.
We'll start here.
When does it come out? This is the first one we really.
Well, here's the thing: they don't really have release dates, so this is early 2018.
Okay.
So somewhere like April-ish. Yeah. That's usually where they fall. April, November for late, April for early, and then mid is like August-ish. So this game comes out early 18, looks amazing. It's all seamless, which I really like. I like games that now where it's not pre-rendered cutscenes, it just melds into it. So when the cutscene ends, it looks exactly like it should.
Way,
So
you were saying you're watching it.
I was watching
like
gameplay footage, and the one guy started a fight with another inmate, and the other guy walked through the door to unlock it for them later.
Oh, okay.
So you
cause distraction.
You cause a distraction for the guy, and it's always two screens. So whatever you're seeing, one guy seeing one thing, one guy seeing the other, and you don't even have to be in the same area.
That's
awesome. Yeah, you can be off doing something.
Is it online?
You can play online, but it also has couch co-op. Yeah, you can play online.
So playing like that though is couch co-op?
Yeah.
And that was couch co-op, two different things happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can do it single player too. So the AI is controlling the other guy. So you don't even need another person if you didn't feel like it.
Cool.
We will probably do a Let's Play of that.
Yeah.
Because it seems fantastic.
In about
when it comes out.
Months.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
The next game they announced was Anthem. Really shitty title. The reveal trailer sucked. It was just some lady talking, and then they showed a suit of armor, and you're like,
yeah, but
okay.
The gameplay afterwards.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They showed the gameplay at the next conference, but we'll just talk about it now. So basically, it takes place in this, I guess, dystopia, because that's the word of the day. Dystopian zombies, that's your theme other than Star Wars. So it takes place in dystopia, and you're part of some freedom fighter group, I guess. But you won't get mechs.
But you get an Iron Man
But
suit.
they look like all different variations of Iron Man suits, and you control those when your character steps into them. You can upgrade them, you can change them, you can play however you want. And it's kind of like Destiny mixed in with a DC Universe Online, where you can play other people, but you don't have to.
Yeah, and the story, like you were saying with the DC Online thing, is like there is a story mode to it.
There's a story mode structure,
like
and then there's team-based events.
What is online where you're just building shit, gathering shit, and doing. There is a story to it.
Yeah, which Destiny.
For that reason, I would play this one.
See, I was gonna try Destiny because it looked cool, but then I found out there was no single player type of thing. But then they patched it in later, and at that point they had already lost me because I'm not big on the whole like multiplayer play with everyone because people are assholes online.
I want a story mode. That's why I didn't play. What was it?
The Division.
Well, Star Wars too.
Star Wars too. Yeah, that was another big thing. Division 2, we were going to try that, and then we saw there was no story, so we're like, whatever. So that was cool. It's seamless. You can go anywhere, do anything. There's this great scene where she's flying around in her mech, and then she just dips down in the water, and you don't expect her to go underwater, and there's a whole underwater cabin. She pops back up, and it's great. It was amazing to watch that. They announced NBA Live. I kind of tuned that out because NBA Live has been terrible, but it now has a season mode as well, or a character creation mode as well. So you can.
I fall with these things. You played the one for the NBA, right?
Yeah, for 2K.
For 2K.
Yeah.
It was the Spike Lee.
Yeah, it was called the Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
It was. Oh man, it was rough. But
I just don't care.
Yeah. See, but I don't mind that.
I like playing sport games because I don't have a lot of time. And I can jump in, I can play a few games, and
but that's the thing. That's the thing. They added these, but you can also still just do your normal team thing.
I like doing the whole GM mode.
See, in 2K, I did both. I played the season, and then I went through as just a normal team, which I liked. Mm-hmm. There'll be a free demo that will released in August, and all your stuff will carry over to the full game if you decide to buy it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
I like that.
And then they ended off showing Battlefront, which was their main thing with Battlefront was like, we heard you, we screwed up, we charged you a bunch of money for nothing, and we did not give you a single player
or story.
Well, yeah, single player story. Yeah. They were like, okay, here you go. Here's a single player story. It looks amazing. Mm-hmm. It takes place across, I guess, all three of the generations. And you play as this character who is in the Empire, and you see everything that happened in those generations through her eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, to be on the other side and witness these assholes who just blew up your house.
Yeah.
You're like, the hell who are these idiots? So you don't see that too often in Star Wars. So that's really cool.
Across all three generations, what do you mean by that? Like, she's like 300 years old?
I think they're going to switch in between characters, but initially start off with her. From what I understood, they said a while ago, but they didn't confirm it. You would start off as her and then switch to, I think, Luke. and then switch to Rey.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
It's, okay.
That's what I heard. I do not have confirmation on that, and nor did I look.
Nor did you
Multiplayer.
expect me to ask.
Nor did I expect you to ask. I was waiting for you to say, "Hey, what are all 3 generations?"
I understood.
Oh, okay. So, and then on top of that, they announced their multiplayer DLC, and you're like, "Great DLC! How much are you charging me for this time?"
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's good.
As
They
far
made
as
all
they
their money
said,
the first fucking
all
time.
DLC for Battlefront and additional content will be free, which is fucking awesome.
That's good.
That
It's
is
not like they couldn't afford it.
no, and they also revamped the whole like how you level up system.
Okay.
But so first the DLC, the way that it's in seasons. So it starts off with the Last Jedi season,
Okay.
which you're gonna get Finn, and they didn't say the other character. So you get Finn, and then a whole bunch of new planets from the Last Jedi.
Okay.
Right when the game comes out,
Yeah,
and then
makes
more,
sense.
and
Game
then
comes
whatever
out, and then
season
the
they
movie comes
decide to
out,
do
yeah.
after that. And then the leveling system, they're gonna have 4 classes, and you level up those 4 classes with guns and stuff, and all your guns can be upgraded. And it's all, I guess now in the game you get objective points, and then you were able to play as one of the hero characters instead of just random drops.
Oh, okay.
So they completely revamped that system.
That sounds a little better.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the first one, and I had watched all the trailers leading up to it, and then what was it, like just a few weeks before, you kind of realized what you were getting into,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck! I guess I'm not playing this game."
Okay, so I was incorrect. I'm just reading this now. The game takes place across all 3 generations, and you can use any character from those generations to fight each other. Like the video they showed was the clone troopers fighting, I believe the droids, but the farther ones.
Okay.
The single player campaign will be a new story that bridges the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Return of the Jedi. Okay, okay.
So you're gonna see that girl at near the end of the Return of the Jedi, as well as in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So it's 2 generations, not 3, because that would make her really old.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was EA's press conference. It
Not a
wasn't.
bad
It wasn't bad. It started off really slow,
Mm-hmm.
and then once they started rolling out, it got a lot better.
So what was next on the docket? X10.
I'm just checking to make sure I got all these things. Yeah, so the X going to give it to you, as people
Xbox
like to
10.
keep pointing out. So next up was the Microsoft conference, and right away the first thing they started off with was telling us teraflops. So they revealed Project Scorpio with the stupid-ass title of Xbox One X.
Also, it was Xbox One X.
Yeah, Xbox
So
One
it's
X.
Xbox 110.
No, X, not 10.
10 is X.
But it's not. This time it's just X, because you have the Xbox One,
You have Xbox.
and then it's the Xbox One.
No, but you had Xbox. The
Yeah,
first one was
yeah, we're not
Xbox
counting that, though. Just let me get to my point. You have the Xbox,
One.
yeah. Then you have the Xbox One S. Then you have the Xbox One X. They're all 3 different SKUs. The Xbox
shit.
One is the giant
front of
paperweight
us.
I have over there.
Yeah.
And then the One S is the smaller version that has the bigger hard drive and the blue
So is
thing.
it their new one?
No, it is. It's kind of like the PlayStation Pro.
It's
It's not their next console.
It's
It's
not
still
PS5.
It is an upgraded Xbox One.
Oh, well then who gives a fuck?
No one, because they
I thought
priced
I
this.
thought it was
no.
X10 and it was the new fucking thing.
Nobody was sure. That was what everyone was trying to figure out. So Project Scorpio is just a mid-higher class
But a
Xbox.
second higher class, because you just said there's an Xbox One.
It's
Xbox
the slim.
One S.
It's slim. It's a slim model. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
And
one,
then the Xbox One S.
it has a lot of flops in it, basically. So I will give
Like
you
flip flops.
no teraflops, things that run stuff. So
Flip flops run feet.
shut up. So this thing is $499 American, which means it'll be about $700 Canadian.
Here. Fuck.
It releases in November.
Sweet.
The PlayStation Pro is $399, and it is available now. And I'm gonna read a whole bunch of shit no one will understand, and I only got half of. So
Let's let me just pick and choose.
Okay.
Memory. What are we looking at?
memory, it is. They're both 1 terabyte.
They both have 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about processing speed? How fast is it?
So basically, the GPU in this thing, and there's the GPU and the CPU. This GPU is an integrated AMD graphics card with 6 teraflops of performance.
That's in the Pro. That's in
the X. The PlayStation Pro has integrated AMD Polaris graphics with a 4.2 teraflops of performance.
4.2 in the 6.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's pretty big difference.
Well, see, here's the thing. The CPU is an 8 custom x86 core clocked at 2.3 gigahertz, whereas the Pro has a 2.1 gigahertz 8-core AMD custom Jaguar CPU. So right off the bat, this thing fucking just destroys it. As well as
it's Microsoft. When it comes to processing and shit,
well, because the Pro came out first. If the Pro came out after, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I guess, because you can always do what the other guy didn't do.
Exactly. And this thing has 12 gigabytes of RAM. The Pro has 8.
No.
And it runs at native 4K
so if they
with 60 frames per second.
What I'm saying is, like, if they upped it this much on a mid-tier, what is that Xbox, whatever the new one is?
Well, see, that's the thing. We should almost be at the next set of consoles.
Like, if they're raising the bar so much on a mid-tier, what is that next one going to be at? And then what the fuck is that thing going to cost?
See, right now, I don't think it's that, like... Because once farther you get down the line, shit costs less, right? Right now, they've already dropped the price of the systems. The Pro is $499, or the Pro is $399. The Xbox One X is $499.
Yeah, but the Xbox One
But
X
these are high-end consoles.
Yeah.
But the next set can't be that much more expensive, because by that time, this shit will be out of date, and it probably won't be that much faster than these.
What I'm saying is, like, for instance, they put the thing at 12.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever that one was, the RAM.
Yeah.
Putting it just things like that. Putting that at 12 and not 10. Putting the disc at a 6 and not a 5.
Yeah.
And putting the thing, just tweaking it a number or two higher than they needed to.
Yeah.
Just means that the Xbox new has to be 15 gigs.
Also, by the way, the PlayStation Pro does not play 4K HDR Blu-ray.
It doesn't?
The Xbox One X does.
Yeah.
So Sony's proprietary hardware is better on a different console. But none of this shit...
But they did that purposely. They were smart.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going to put this on the Pro. We're going to say that for PS5.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm
here's
saying.
the thing.
When you add the stuff on a
no one's ever done this before. That's why. There's never been a
mid-tiers.
huge jump incremental tier console. They've been slim where they've charged less and taken shit out. But they've never done this before.
A beefier this
is
I
Apple.
don't think it's going to continue.
This is Apple shit. And this is the shit people hate.
Yeah,
and
I don't think it's going to continue.
This is the thing about consoles was you could have this thing for 10 fucking years and then buy the next one and you were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Now you have these mid-tier fucking things that are like the Apple S and shit and you're like,
yeah,
I have no idea. It's a slight incremental upgrade for $100 more.
Yeah.
So who the fuck knows? But I will not be buying any of them because they look like shit on a fucking regular TV anyways.
Yeah, we need to get into 4K.
Yeah.
Send us one.
Yeah. Hey, anyone who is listening to this that has money, we have 9 subscribers. One of you has to have money.
Maybe you guys can pull together.
We just need one. So that was
or like cords. We can use like fucking audio cords.
Yeah.
For these mics.
We could use some audio cords, and you know what we really need? Can someone send us the tech guy who knows how to hook shit up?
How to put stuff together. That would work too.
Because I'm just guessing shit. Also, in this thing, there's like for the first time ever, there's like liquid cooling in it.
That's cool. Like
yeah, it has a liquid. It has a liquid cooled vape chamber, used more often with high end servers and high end PC cards.
That's
it's
cool.
the first time that's ever been put in a console because this thing will blow up.
Yeah.
If otherwise.
But
like my Sony already sounds like a fucking
that.
Jet plane.
Yeah. It makes sense that it's Microsoft that does that first.
Yeah.
Like I said, they know how to run fucking computers.
Yeah.
More than Sony.
Sony just has Blu-ray. Then they showed off Forza Motorsport 7, and I was like, okay.
Not big on racing games.
I'm not either, but I like the off-track racing games.
You think I would be because, much like the sports, I could do them fast. I don't have to put in a lot of effort and time to beat a game.
But I like
Forza.
What is it? Forza Horizon, where you're off on the roads and shit like that. I don't like racing on a track.
Yeah.
Unless it's Mario Kart, then that shit's fucking awesome.
Well,
Then they
Mario-
showed
I love
off
those games.
Metro Exodus. That was that trailer I showed you a bit what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this game, it looks like it's like, hey, you're no longer in a dark subway. Here's a big open world to explore. I will not be checking it out because that game pissed me off, so I will no longer be playing any one of
Let's
its
jump to the
franchise.
big one coming from them.
Well, that's coming. So, the big leak we talked about on Friday's podcast that we kind of dodged the bullet on because we were like, hey, we'll talk about it in the video. Assassin's Creed Origins. They debuted it because they wanted to show off the Xbox X.
Yeah.
They should have just waited to show it off until the Ubisoft conference instead of this awkward fucking thing where they pan to a TV, but we'll get to that in a minute. So they showed off Assassin's Creed Origins, and much like everyone suspected, it's set in Egypt. It tells the tale of Bayok, who is the last of the Magi, which is fucking awesome, because those dudes are badass, as we have learned in The Mummy. Very bad at their job, but badass. So he's described as an Egyptian sheriff, basically. And from what we get from the trailer, it's the origin story of the Brotherhood, how they first formed, things like that. It looks like there's going to be gladiator fights, maybe. There's a whole bunch of animals and sailing and shit. It looked awesome.
It looked really good.
You could slide
Watch
down
the
a
trailer.
pyramid.
I just maybe I'll start with this one because they're going.
But
back
here's
to
the thing: you
beginning.
played Assassin's Creed 1.
I know.
You
I
didn't
mean,
play where they
I didn't
kind of
play-
fixed the jumping.
I didn't play anything after 1.
No, they kind of fixed the
and
jumping.
I just feel like I missed the boat on it.
Yeah.
But
that-
since they're going prequel,
yeah. None of
I
that
might
shit.
go back
Yeah.
and start fresh with this one. I might go back.
So then they showed off some gameplay footage of it, and it was him returning to his hometown to kill a fake oracle. The fake oracle's name was, I'm just going to say this because I want to try it, is Madun Manan.
Okay.
Sure.
Mandun Manan.
Madun Manan. My dude in the banana is basically who we had to kill. They showed off some cool things like the new way you can kill people, different trick shots you can use. You can now jump and shoot a bow, which you can do in every other game, but now you can do it in Creed. You can use the Falcon to go up and survey areas, much like you could in Far Cry Primal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They bring that over, so that was good. And this game comes out October 27th, 2017. So it's still in that October-November area,
Yeah.
but still ahead of the November releases, which I think
This
will be
do
good for
though.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
It's a
Well, hope-
it's one of the ones that does good, right?
No, it doesn't, because they had to stop it for a year because no one was
Well, 'cause
buying
they were
it.
getting
They were getting
too-
garbage, so
yeah,
we'll
they were-
see.
So now that they took a year off, I think it'll be fine.
And next they announced an exclusive to Xbox, but on the PC, Players Unknown's Battlegrounds. Now, if anyone has ever seen footage of this game, it is fucking awful. I don't understand why people play it. They fall through the earth. The hit detection is fucking terrible. It's like if I went to punch you right now, I'd hit the wall. Like, it's just a clusterfuck of a mess. I'm assuming Microsoft was like, hey, we'll buy it and fix it for you, type of thing, because it's still in early access in Steam, which means it's not a finished game. I will
see how
not
it
be
plays
playing this because it's terrible. And it comes out later this year when it leaves early access on PC. Then they showed off State of Decay 2. That was that game I told you about a while ago where it's that zombie one where the world keeps going even though you're not there.
Okay.
Where, like, you build your bases and fortify them, but if you don't, you
Yeah.
can die in your sleep type of thing.
Yeah.
It was cool. I never got around to playing it. By the time it came to Xbox, it was already dated, so I just said screw it. And now they have State of Decay 2. And it is launching spring 2018. You'll notice a lot of these are launching in spring 2018, which does not bode well for them. Then they showed off Project Darwin, which is just a shitty version of Overwatch, so we'll just skip that. Then they showed off some Minecraft. And as we know, they bought Minecraft a few years ago for a shit ton of money. And now they launched a thing called Minecraft Better Together Update. You will now be able to connect to the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One, as well as with mobile and Windows PC players.
So everything's connected.
Everything's connected except for the PS4.
Well,
Because Sony doesn't like to play nice.
yeah.
Because what was it? Remember, what was the Rocket League? All they had to do was flip a fucking switch, and they said you could play between both consoles.
Yes.
And they were like, "Nah, we don't want to do that."
Because
PC players can play together, but you can't play with console to console.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I get it, but why does Nintendo play nice when Nintendo sucks at everything?
Yeah.
So, but that is pretty cool. So now everything is connected. They're gonna have community-held servers. So if you're playing on a Switch and your buddy's on an Xbox, you can go build shitty houses together in Minecraft. Or the fucking Enterprise, because people, the shit people build in that is amazing.
It's insane.
I could barely build a house.
We dug a hole.
Yeah, we dug a hole. There was a big ass hole, and then I was like, "This is cool. I'm done." They also announced, and the name of this is great, the Super Duper Graphics Pack
For
Minecraft. It is a free 4K update to Minecraft. Because you needed to see Minecraft in 4K. The game looks like Legos. Like, does it need 4K? And that was coming in the fall, with everything else. Then they announced Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Awesome. It is a 2D, hand-drawn looking type 3D brawler.
Mm-hmm.
Which
looks
is
like
awesome.
like the Telltale games, like that type of art.
Well, it looks like the anime. It looks exactly like the Dragon Ball anime.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the
which is great.
But
And it takes away the 3D elements of moving around, but you still can kind of punch each other. And there's 3-on-3 battles, and it has everyone you know from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, which is awesome. I love Dragon Ball fighting games. I love Tekken Budokai back in the day. So picking up a new one of these, awesome. And that is coming to Xbox One and PlayStation in early 2018. Then they showed off Dark Desert, which is a MOBA on PC, so I don't care. If you care, you should go look that up for you. And then they showed off The Last Night. It is a 2D cyberpunk adventure. It's going to the Xbox and PC exclusively, which kind of sucks because I was hoping it would go to the PlayStation. There was this really weird thing where it was like launch exclusive and then console exclusive.
So what's the difference?
Nobody fucking knew because some of the launch exclusives were console exclusives. Because launch exclusive usually means it will launch on the Xbox One X and then be ported later on to the other consoles. But this game was one of the ones that said console or launch exclusive, but it's staying on Xbox.
So it became console exclusive.
Yeah, and I'm like, then why wouldn't you say that?
Maybe they switched it.
Maybe 20 minutes after the press conference ended.
Oh, it was that fast?
Yeah,
that it changed
during the press conference.
Well, then maybe
he
just fucked up.
Yeah, whoever was. Yeah, but it was a bunch of
them.
them. No one was sure about, and it was kind of irritating because you didn't know which was going to which. I mean, I have both, so I really don't care that much. Basically, it looks like a 2D side scroller platformer, but kind of in a cyberpunk. No, it's right there. It looks like a brightly lit neon Blade Runner. It looked pretty cool. What do we got? The Artful Escape looked like it was this weird game where this dude came out and then he started rocking on a guitar, and then all of a sudden, when he hit a certain note, a platform would appear.
And then he walked on it?
Yeah, and then he would play the next note and it would appear.
Oh.
But it's not a music rhythm game.
Mm-hmm.
So it just is this dude rocking out, and when he rocks out, he makes platforms and stuff. It looked really cool. There was no release date for that, and it's it may or may not be exclusive. Then they showed off a vampire RPG called Code Vein. It is exclusive to Xbox, coming out in 2018. And I don't care. There's a lot of Xbox exclusives that I'm like, I don't care. They're MMOs. Like, they announced 42 exclusives.
Holy
or
fuck.
42.
We're not reading all of
No.
them.
They announced 42 games, 22 which are exclusive, but then they showed 15 in a sizzle reel. No one knew what the hell they were. They showed off more gameplay for Sea of Thieves. Remember we saw that last year?
Yeah.
It finally has a release date of early 2018. So yeah, you can get off the boat. You can go to islands and fight and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I will not play it because it's multiplayer. And then they showed a trailer for Tacoma. It looks amazing, but it's exclusive to Xbox. It's set aboard an abandoned PlayStation or abandoned space station.
Set aboard
an abandoned PlayStation. You get shrunk.
That would be funny.
That'd be hilarious. Then they showed Super Lucky's Tale. It was an Oculus Rift game that they turned into an Xbox game, but like, look at this squirrel.
It looks like Tails.
Yeah, everyone thought it was Conker. It's not. It looks like a terrible, like, cutesy platformer, but not in a fun way. Then they showed the release date for Cuphead. Finally, this game looks awesome. Have you heard about this?
No.
I meant to show you the thing. It comes out in September, and it's remember those "Let's all go to the movies" vignettes? Yeah. That's what the game looks like and plays like. So you're this dude Cuphead.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the level, and it's extremely hard. And it's like huge boss rush game. So like you just it's like kind of like Mega Man where you run to the end of the level, fight a boss, but it's all set in this 1930 let's go to the movies type of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that trailer. I didn't watch anything from Xbox.
Yeah, this thing was just like a trailer to announce the thing. Go back to last year's and watch that trailer.
One, yeah.
Oh man, it's so good. I'm gonna pick this up. Then they show Crackdown 3. It was awesome. You gotta check this out. It was Terry Crews in the beginning of the trailer, just talking shit. It was great. Basically, it's an open world game where you destroy a bunch of shit. So moving on from that, then they showed Ashnern, which I don't even know what it is, so I'm just moving on. Then the big reveal, at least for me, Life is Strange, multicultured. Well, sure, why not? Multicultural game. Life is Strange Before the Storm. It is a multi-platform game. It is coming out August 31st for the first episode. Remember when that shit leaked last week for the new game? This is the new game. This is a prequel before that game from a different studio. The other studio is still working on the sequel.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of doing like the Origins Night thing.
Yes. While the one studio works on that. Yeah. So it's a 3-part episode. It's a prequel. It will come out August 31st for the new episode. I'm excited because I'm going to play Life is Strange at some point this week. And
then be ready to play
and then I'm going to be ready for this when it comes out because I want to play this because Life is Strange is awesome. There was a weird thing yesterday. They announced the voice actor for this game was a new person, and the girl who did the voice for the original game was a writer. And everyone's like, why did they do that? Well, maybe because she was younger. No, it turns out because of the voice actor strike, she couldn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, because she was one of the ones in the things that were striking. Then they announced Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Don't know. Then they announced Xbox, the original Xbox, backwards capability. So starting in later this year, original Xbox games will start working on the Xbox One.
On the Xbox One?
Yeah.
Not the One X?
No. Well, yeah, the One X too.
So the One X,
yeah,
too,
and all of the console, all the Xbox One variations. Yeah.
Okay.
So original Xbox games will work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. So if you wanted, and they'll get like a graphics boost or whatever, performance boost. Yeah. It'll be like when games load in like half a second now. Then they announced 4K updates for 30 Xbox games. So if you get the new Xbox, you automatically get an update for free, which is weird because you figure it would be for free. Gears 4, Forza Horizon 3, Killer Instinct, Halo Wars 2, Minecraft, and third-party titles Resident Evil and Rocket League will all get free updates. And that was pretty much the end of that conference. It was a much better conference. Oh, they showed off the cool car, the Porsche 911 Turbo.
Oh yeah.
Something, yeah, brand new car. They debuted it at thing. It's the first time that's ever happened where they debuted a car not at a like world event for racing. Showed that. We are moving on now to something that happened Saturday night.
Which was?
No one was expecting this. So Saturday night there was a Kingdom Hearts orchestra concert. Just some random event they decided to plan, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool." The end of the thing, no. Kingdom Hearts is cool. See, got Keyblade. Let's put it in the camera. So, awesome Keyblade. So they announced that the dude was coming out, the director of the game, whose name I can't mention, and we'll probably butcher, so I won't say it. They announced it. They're like, here's a trailer. No one was expecting this because last week they said it was like 3 years away.
Yeah.
The actual release date.
Well, because they spent all this time just making that trailer.
Yeah, basically. So they showed a brand new
the game
trailer.
Is still 3 years away.
Brand new trailer, new footage. Said there was an update for DLC coming to 1.5 Remix and 2.5. And at the end of the...
Keep going, but we're going to have to wrap it soon.
Yeah, I'm wrapping. Yeah, we got time. At the end of the thing, they were like, at D3's event in July, new trailer, new world.
Yeah, D23 is July 15th.
So, and we got our confirmation date for that. Yeah. So that was cool. So we'll probably see a shit ton of trailers. New
the
DLC.
Game looks awesome. It does.
It does.
I want to believe more when I see more.
Yeah. It's like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'll see it when we believe it. Also, same with Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'll believe it when I see it.
When it's on the shelf in the store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So moving on to Bethesda's conference that went midnight last night, and I had no fucking intention of watching. They showed...
big thing was...
Wolfenstein 2, The Evil Within 2, a new single-player DLC for Dishonored, and Fallout VR, and Doom VR. Fallout VR is a full VR in the game. You can 100% play the whole game in VR.
That's insane.
That is insane, but fucking awesome.
I was watching the trailer.
Yeah.
You played it for me before we did this, and it looked fucking crazy.
I
it looked
really
seamless too. Like the way he was picking up the shit and putting it and moving and loading the gun.
I really want to try this game out in VR. I think it would be fucking awesome. Doom VR is like an experience. I hate those.
So it's just short.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls Online got an update. They announced a card game no one gave a shit about. Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. They showed a trailer for. Game looks awesome. Evil Within sequel looks awesome. The new standalone Dishonored, I haven't played the sequel yet, so I probably won't play the standalone title. Big thing, everyone, remember back when they originally showed the Switch? They did they showed Skyrim.
Yep.
And everyone's like, hey, we're getting Skyrim, and they're like, no, we can't say it at this time. Well, since January, they finally showed it off. You can use Link in Skyrim, which is fucking awesome. But I don't want to pay again for Skyrim.
No.
Or for a Switch. So if you're keeping track, we need a Switch, a 4K TV, some cables, and a tech guy.
Yep. Send the tech guy first.
Send the tech guy first.
UPS them.
So that was Bethesda conference. It was about 40 minutes. I didn't watch it, so I don't know how it was, but based off last year, it was pretty solid. So moving on to Ubisoft, which went today.
I caught this one.
It's better to catch the trailers afterwards, I think. They showed off Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom. I want to shit on the intro, but they showed Miyamoto, and you can't shit on that guy because he's a legend. But fuck, did that go on for too goddamn long?
Yeah.
Like, just show the fucking game, which I will not play because I hate the fucking Rabbids.
Yeah.
Like, fuck those fucking things. The
game
game looks cool, but I hate these stupid fuckers.
Yeah.
So that comes out the 29th, which I didn't even know we got. August 29th.
Oh, August 29th.
I didn't even know we fucking got a release date on that because they were too busy yipping. Then they showed off more Assassin's Creed. They revealed the Crew 2, which now you can have new sports cars, off-road vehicles. There will be water and aircraft, so you can fly in a plane, go in a boat, do a whole bunch of shit. I can't wait. It looks good. I will definitely try out the Crew 2. I really wanted to play the Crew 1, but it got lost in the shuffle. They showed off a new trailer for South Park, The Fractured Butthole. I can't wait for that game. Comes out October 17th. We already knew that. New trailer. Just looked fucking awesome. Then they showed off a mobile game, which normally I wouldn't talk about, but it's a fucking South Park game called South Park Phone Destroyer. And it's in the same...
It looks pretty good.
It looks in the same vein as the big games, just toned down.
Yeah.
They showed a new VR game called Transference. No idea what the hell that about. Looked cool. Then this is where we both got really pissed off.
I was so excited for this game.
They started showing off this game. It looked like Pirates of the Caribbean. It looked like they learned from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, where they were giving you a full-fledged fucking naval fighting pirate game.
Yeah.
Called Skull and Bones. It was fucking great. And then the guy's like, and it's an open world where that's ever expanding with multiplayer. And immediately I just fucking tuned out.
Unless they, from what he said and what he showed us, it seems like it was strictly online.
It is
like
all multiplayer. Yeah, it
Battlefield.
is all
Battlefront.
Yeah.
Front?
Not front. More like the Division, Destiny type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, not actual multiplayer. Yeah. I was like, it looked fucking awesome, but fuck it. Multiplayer. I'm so tired of multiplayer.
Yeah, you need your team of people to help you.
And I'm like,
the ocean.
And I'm like, fuck that. Well, just give me a single player game.
Just let me do.
Or a 2-player co-op. I'm fine with that. Then they showed off Just Dance, which I've never played. Then, when you thought Toys with the Life were dead, and I said that during the press conference, they showed off Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Looked pretty cool.
Looked cool. It looks like the ships attached to the controllers on the various consoles.
Like
Lego Dimensions, Skyrim, Nebos, but better.
Yeah.
Looked pretty cool. I want to check this out. It has digital parts as well as physical parts, so you may just have to buy the one ship.
Yeah,
and then do like that. Yeah,
and then you can build it and customize it, and if you need more armor, you can pick up more armor and apply it to the ship. It looked good.
Yeah, and if it feels like we're rushing through this, it's because because Sony's press conference starts in 10 minutes, and that's all I care about, really.
Yeah, we're gonna live stream that.
Yeah.
So
we're not. We're gonna tape that. We're not live streaming.
We're gonna be doing it.
So you'll get the full conference and it reacts afterwards. So you get to see us making stupid jokes during it. And plus there's just all this crap that's useless, like Steep Road to the Olympics. It's a fucking Steep expansion for a snowboard game where you go to the Olympics.
Yeah,
go figure. And then they showed off 2 new game footage for Far Cry.
Far Cry
looks fucking amazing. I can't wait to play that. I will play that. We'll probably do a Let's Play of that as well. That was cool. Then they showed off Beyond and Good and Evil 2. It was well because it's a game from way back in the day. I didn't play it, but it's one of those ones with like.
So is it worth putting 2, or just like rebooting it?
No, it's worth putting 2 because everyone does know Beyond Good and Evil. It's one of those games that everyone just wants a sequel for. And they've been teasing it. There was leaked photos a couple months ago. And there's like, oh, I was just drawing shit, blah, blah, blah. There's no release date for it. So, again, it goes up there with Kingdom Hearts and shit. Believe it when you see it. But it is actually unveiled, and someone is looking at it. The trailer looked fucking awesome. If the game is anything like this...
Like if the game cuts the same way, awesome game.
Yeah,
but the trailer actually looked too good for it to cut the same way in a game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we'll see. Again, all these games, that's what happens with E3. They show off all these cool games, and they either get canceled, they don't finish them, or they're just like, hey, this is kind of cool, or they tone it down, which was the case of the original Watch Dogs, and then they get a lawsuit. Same thing happened with Colonial Marines. So that was E3 so far, basically. There was little titles here and there. But those were the big kind of titles. Press conferences weren't so bad. There's those awkward English translations and the developers trying to be cool, hip dudes instead of just like, here's a trailer. Like Microsoft was like, unless you can. Like Microsoft's trailer was like, boom, 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 trailer, gameplay. Here's a little bit of talking. Fucking perfect. Sony nails their conferences the last 2 years, so they'll probably fucking crush it this year. So that was the first half of E3. There's one more there's 2 actually. Nintendo, I don't expect them to reveal much, but if they do, we'll update you probably on the podcast.
Probably. Yeah.
So that was our E3 so far. Seemed to be shaping up pretty good. Not a lot of big surprises. Kind of what everyone expected to be announced and shown off. So I was hoping more of a big oh my god moment, but. We already had all those with last year with like Doom
was the oh my god
and
moment,
Fallout 4
and like the Spider-Man
and
stuff.
Spider-Man.
Those were the, oh my god! Whereas like because
this year is the year after,
because it takes so long to come out. The second year there isn't anything to tell you. So
exactly,
like,
it's just kind of updates.
God year is like in next year or the year after, where it's like fresh stuff.
Exactly. Okay. So thank guys. That was Talking Bull Reacts. What?
No, just keep going.
You just realized how dark it was?
Yeah.
I opened the window to see if we were still recording and everything all right, and we forgot to turn on the lights, so whatever.
Dark,
okay. In our defense, it's 10 to 9, like, whatever. All right. So that was our coverage of E3 so far. Thank you for watching Talking Bull. Be sure to turn in for more videos. See you guys later.